Hey everybody, it's Randy with Carchaeology, and today we're spending time with a 1940 Mercedes 320. So Sebastien is coming over. We're going to hook up some electrical stuff. We've got the new battery in place, the new battery box to hold it. Going to try to work out an ignition switch and starter button within the driver's compartment. We're going to hook up the fuel tank with new fuel lines and that sort of thing so that we can actually get it to run and drive under its own power. So here we go. What's it doing?
Here my coil, I put the coil here.
Okay.
And that's working, and this is the starter. The problem is there is too much resistance.
Too much resistance. Fight the resistance!
Yeah.
You can do it. Almost.
Fuck me the tail. You pull here. You have the coil, and then...
All right. So it is cranking now. So now we just need to get gas to it. Well, let's put some in the tank and see if it'll suck it up.
91, I guess.
Get some gas in there. Let's make sure it's not all coming out onto the ground underneath here. So far, so good.
Where is the... Too heavy.
And let me save the coffee cup before it falls off. All right.
Gas.
I'm sure it'll take a bit. It's a long car. So getting a little more fuel in there. It seems like the fuel line is just right at the level in the tank, so we just don't have enough gas in there. I think put a little more in there and it should be able to suck it up into the engine and we'll be good to go. Is it pulling gas now?
I hope so.
Hope so. Hope it's good. Without hope, we have nothing. Yep. That's gas.
Somebody hit the button.
Tasty.
See that.
You got something blocked.
Nothing.
You ain't getting dick, not
Nothing.
even a dribble.
Can you put your tongue on that?
Yeah, I'll put it in your ass.
Okay,
How's
no,
that?
no kidding. Can you push the button when I do
Oh,
that?
yeah.
All right, we've emptied out every single gas can we can find in this godforsaken place. She's thirsty. Let's see if she'll pick up some fuel now. So we're thinking it's a really big tank, and that does have a reserve lever, but the reserve lever is stuck. So we're not tapping into the reserve. We're on the main fuel source. And it could be that there's just not enough fuel in the tank to make her go. So let's see what happens now. Still nothing. I'm thinking that fuel pump is just weak. It's just not pulling. Because if you're at a level where you're sucking gas out of it.
What's the access to that thing like?
Well, you can get to the fuel pump easy, but trying to find the parts to make it go might be difficult.
Can you bang on it?
There's gas.
There's gas. All right, there's gas. The Frenchman has sampled the gas. It's a fine vintage. He's a big fan.
I like to spray that when he's cranking it.
Yeah, there's not much in there. Well, and I mean, we could do that. I'd probably, or we could try to open up that pump and see if we could do something with it. You know, I'm looking at it, it looks about the size of a 36 horse VW.
Oh,
for the diaphragm. It's pretty damn close.
Point
So,
it out to me, Randy.
this is the fuel pump right here.
Oh, okay.
And there's a diaphragm in there that pumps up and down that kind of pulls the gas through there. And those things get old and brittle and that sort of thing. We haven't messed with it at all. And it could be that it's just junk. So going through the junk pile here, I know I've got this 36 horse VW engine, and the fuel pump looks to be roughly the same diameter. So I'm thinking maybe the diaphragm for that is the same as the Mercedes. We might give it a shot. How many bolts hold the top of that fuel pump on there?
The top of it is 6.
6? Well, then that's the same. And I swear the size of that looks almost fucking identical to the VW. You want to try it?
I can if you want, yeah, no problem.
Sure. All
I
right.
was going to put that quick in it, just to start it.
Well, let's try the diaphragm thing just for kicks, because if it works, that'd be pretty magic. So if you want to grab a screwdriver, we can pull the top of that one off in the shed. And it looks pretty much the same. So.
If you look at the length to the shaft of that, it's like that. We can try, I mean,
Well-
but I need to remove the whole pump.
Or measure that. Maybe we can get a measurement on that and compare that to the VW one. I'm with you. That might be deeper.
It's very deeper.
That doesn't seem crazy deep to me. Sorry.
Where is it?
Where is it? It's over here on the left. So just past the wide wheels underneath this.
Oh, I
down
see,
there. Yeah.
You can try if you want.
I don't know. Am I crazy?
Yeah, well, it could work, yeah, it's the same. The thing is, I'm afraid that the bottom...
The bottom
Now the
might not
shaft
be
is going,
long
yeah.
enough.
You hear?
Yeah. But it could be making noise, but not if there's a hole in the bellows or something there.
No. I mean... There's not
Yeah.
gas. Again.
Really? Okay. Or there's something wrong with the pickup and it's just not picking it up.
And we have gas coming in. I can go to the line and see.
All right, put more gas in it. We cleaned out the carburetor. We've sucked fuel up into it. I think it just soaked up all the fuel that was in the bowl.
I would have hoped that it would have sucked the rest.
Yeah, no, hopefully.
Which making you think about how fast the gas is going.
Right, yeah. It's thirsty if it's sucked down that big giant bowl. Go ahead. And I'm seeing nothing coming in the carb at all.
I want to check with the choke.
Oh, is the choke off or?
Now it's closed. Nope, gas.
No gas, no gas, no gas.
Gas problem.
Shit. So now it's working. So what was it? It just needed to go there. Choke on.
Choke is on now, that's why. Choke was totally closed.
Okay.
Needs to be warmed up, I guess. The pump is not giving enough, that's why it's working only on choke.
Okay.
Working at the same time. You know what I mean?
Right. Seems like it's missing a little. Is it hitting on all cylinders?
Huh?
Is it hitting on all
I
cylinders?
don't think so. You can feel it.
Yeah, it's a hit and miss.
See that?
So it seems like that forward cylinder is not firing. Exhaust manifold is cold there at the front, or at least cool compared to the others.
It's all full.
And it's wet. It's definitely wet. Huh. Oh, is it oily wet or gas wet?
Right.
Just wet.
It's such a pleasure to work on those cars.
A lot easier to get to the plugs than in an old VW, that's for sure.
But even, you know, it's so simple.
It's so simple, you're right.
Even a big Mercedes, it's
Yeah.
there is no sorcery.
Try it again. See if cleaning that plug helped a bit.
No, it's not starting.
Clean that. Come on, come on. Maybe just pull the top off of there.
These wires go through this thing?
Yeah, they go through that little loom just to keep them off of the heat of the engine,
Gotcha.
so they don't ground out and stuff. But you're right, there is a crack on that distributor cap. That might be an issue.
Dude, how do you replace that?
We'll just go down to AutoZone. Tell them we got a 40 Mercedes and we need a distributor cap. We'll have to tell them if it has air conditioning though.
We need it.
Is that the 4-wheel drive model? Automatic or stick?
It's not even.
Was it not on all the way?
Not even all the way.
Oh,
We'll see.
well that might do it then. Maybe putting the distributor cap on right would help.
Holy shit, you brought the balloon. It didn't stop sweating. You have no accelerator pump. You can put away that spoon.
You need to restart the car because you have no accelerator pump.
Yeah. All right, so we definitely need to find a rebuild kit for this carb. Somebody out there find me one, because I haven't had any luck so far.
The pump?
Yeah. No, it's really freaky the way that those things fit in there. When you pull one out, it has that little spike, and then that just pokes through the casing of the wire.
Problem, you cannot flip them because they're so hard.
Well, I was able to turn that first one a little bit.
For that, I can strip them, you know.
Yeah, no, if you've got a little
Make
room.
pour the line inside, you know what I mean?
But that's not the way it's supposed to work.
No.
So. It's a funky thing. There's a reason why they changed the design.
Yeah.
That is just funky. You're in there. Don't push too hard or you'll break
No, I
that
know,
little
I did
stud
that
off.
too.
So we got the fuel pump out of there. We'll open it up, see what is going on inside. We're thinking it may be suspect that it's just not pumping enough.
It's not wet. It's not wet under.
No. It looks good.
I'm telling you, the pump is good. I think the gas. The problem with the gas not coming correctly.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any holes in that.
No. It's dry under.
And it's dry on the other side, yeah. So you know it's not getting through. So, I mean, is there something in here? A filter at the top?
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Do not drink the gasoline. Do not. Interesting.
No, the filter is a little dirty, but
Yeah.
see, there is some junk in it, but that's okay.
Well, I
That
guess.
can be cleaned.
Yeah, we can clean that out. But yeah, I don't know. That looks good to me. That
No, the membrane is not
the membrane's good, and the pump is pumping. So
Yeah.
it's not the pump. Fine. Well, not every day and every project goes perfect, and today was a perfect example of stuff just not happening. So, I mean, as we've gotten into this thing, we haven't gone deep, and perhaps that's kind of fighting us now. So we didn't rebuild the carburetor, but it ran and it drove. We didn't rebuild the fuel pump, but it ran and it drove. We didn't replace any ignition system pieces, but yet it ran and drove. But now it's not doing that. So we're going to have to spend a little time hunting down those pieces, try to get a proper rebuild kit for that carb, try to do something with the fuel pump so it actually pulls a little more fuel. And that cracked distributor cap may be causing some issues, ignition stuff, and that sort of thing. So we are really close. I mean, replacing some basics should do it, and this car should then be drivable, or at least that's the plan. So unfortunately, we didn't meet our goal of driving this thing here today. But in the meantime, I moved a lot of stuff around. We pulled all the cars out of the garage. I've got Bessie out here that's ready for a show that we're going to tomorrow. The Tatra is now out of the garage, and it's going to be shipping off soon to its new owner. And I got the engine for the Mini back into the lab here along with the Mini in a good spot where I can put it all together, and did a whole bunch of cleanup here into the other side of the garage. So now the Mini's sitting there, the engine is there for it. We carefully draped the hood of the Mercedes over the Packard to hold it while we're working on it. And then I did a bunch of cleanup in here, got in to clean the junk that was piled up against the wall and that sort of thing. So it was a fruitful day. We just didn't achieve the goals that we were after in the first place. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. In any case, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the process. As always, it's been fun to share it with others, both those that come here to hang out and those that are watching online. So keep on digging them up and driving them, folks. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.